Okay, I'm going left. Safe travels. Welcome. The heat has finally subsided, so I can go live. I basically just went through a 3-day blackout because I couldn't even have any lights on in my house. It was just way too hot. Even with the air conditioner on, just didn't seem to matter. It was awful. So we're back, ready for action. Revitalized. Oh man, I spent a few days in the sun because I couldn't stay in my house. It was too hot. I hope you had a good couple days, as I did. Now I am fried. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. As I always enjoy to say. Here we go. Pet Cemetery. That took so long to come out. Grief. Somebody could be grieving over you, or you could be grieving over somebody. Somebody could have died unexpectedly, or something happened unexpectedly, or something could be coming back from the dead. I just heard there's nature and then friendship. And I just heard where there's a will, there's a way. And that's 1000% true. There's twins. So somebody could have separated from you. So they could have changed. You know, when people's lives change, like your friend gets married and all your friends get married, but there's this one specific person that might have done something and they elevated, leveled up, and you still, you know, were partying in college. Okay? Could be something like that. Like you could have had, I feel like this is either a really close person or somebody you dated. Okay, because in the werewolf, okay, they're just best friends, right? Again, with The Shining, they're twins, they're sisters. Okay, everybody that dies in the pet cemetery is his family. Okay, so, and then there's the birds, Alfred Hitchcock. Something coming in, flocking in like an invasion. I'm going to see what the dice say. I should have rolled the dice first. But... Okay, first house. I didn't touch it there. I just thought it was going to fall off the table, but I didn't actually touch it. So first house, Mars, and Cancer. That's a fucking lot of fire. That's a lot of fire. That's Aries right there. And like, okay, so one of the dice is actually pointing to a sister, and then the other dice is on the other sister. Okay, so I don't know if like you've been separated, like again, from like a very close person, almost like a sister or a brother. Okay, and again, because somebody changed. I just looked at the werewolf. Okay, because the one friend changes and the other one doesn't. Okay, so, and then the dad changes in the end. So, and then with Cancer, that hermit crab kind of energy. Maybe someone's been hiding from you. I don't even know why I'm holding these. I clearly don't fucking need them. Double Aries. That's why I'm holding it, because Mars is Aries energy. That's why I'm holding it. Okay, so double Aries. I think this is your twin. Okay, so now we just don't know if it's Mia Familia or if it's sexual, or if it's just friendly. Give me this scenario of these two people. Here we go. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Ooh, like honestly, that's very immature energy. Okay, and like it ain't just one person, it's both. Okay, so whoever this was, you could have dated when you were younger, or you were friends when you were younger. Okay, there's the Sun and the Tower, and then there's another page. 3 pages? Come on. The fuck? That never happens. Okay, there's only 6 cards here out of like 78. 3 pages came out. Come on. Like, I mean, I know y'all know your numbers and the percentage of that happening, okay? And the Page of Swords is the oldest one. The Page of Swords seems the most mature, okay? So, what if you guys got into an argument? Like, this could be, you know, when you think about it in the long run, you see those movies or something, and then it's like 2 sisters, you know, they're trying to get back together or something, and they're trying to merge their energies back together, and then one of them gets asked, like, well, what is it that happened between you guys? And then both of them answer, not even in the same room. It's been so long now, I can't remember, right? Because this is that situation. It's been that long. Who the fuck can remember? I mean, look at this. Shit, you even are looking back on it. Okay, you could even be looking back on it or forwards, however way you look. But like right now, I'm seeing this guy's like possibly looking in the past, but then he's looking to a boat. But that also could be a boat that already left. Okay, already came in and left. Okay, so I think both of you have been looking back on this. Now my throat chakra is getting kind of like, it's getting a little itchy. You know what I mean? So maybe this was like immature things that you said. Okay, and you killed it. You let it die. Pet cemetery, boom. But it got buried in pet cemetery, which means it's going to come back to life. Just like, oh my God, OMG, what happens to this guy, his friend? He gets all ripped up from the werewolf. He technically dies. Does he not? And then comes back to life? I have not seen this movie in so long. But I don't know. That was the analogy of, again, well, because, I mean, I guess if you're reborn as a werewolf, then you're reborn, right? So, wow. Okay. So, now I'm kind of getting, now the dice have kind of forced me to look at Danny's parents, okay, in The Shining. And now I see, you know, a woman who tried to protect her son. Okay, who could have came up against 2 sisters. Okay, and the father changed. The father went crazy. Okay, so the father might not have even been around at all, which made this woman protect her son even more. Okay, you could be dealing with the Cancer energy. There's King of Wands, but it's like on the bottom in reverse. So that's a lot of like, I don't know. Now I'm getting Sagittarius energy from that. There's the shadow side. I kind of feel like you're both still, in each other's shadows, you know, like you're still Hey, there's the cat. Oh, the cat's there too, church. I don't know, you could have had 2 cats. You could have 2 cats and a dog and a big dog. There could be a lot of birds around you. And it's funny, the birds are supposed to be crows, but like that to me looks like a kingfisher. So get it right, people. Running for your life. I don't know. The sun comes out though when the tower comes down. And while somebody's looking back on something. See? Like look at the cards. There's the walls have gone up. Like I would honestly almost be able to positively say that both of you could be single at this point in time because the walls are up. Okay, on the picture perfect family. And then there's the King of Cups in reverse, not just letting anybody, you know, in on this vision. Okay, on what they want, what they feel is picture perfect. Okay, and then there is the World. So, and then there's the Hangman in reverse. So somebody is getting ready to move. There's the card on the top of the deck just wanted to come out, and it's Aquarius energy with the star. So that would be connection. I think you two are still connected, and I think it helped that that you're possibly together when you were younger. And that doesn't mean together sexually. It could be just, again, a friendship or something. It helps that you were together when you were younger because there's a lot of like funny memories. You know, like I've been recently thinking about one of my exes, and I forgot how much he used to make me laugh. Like he used to make me laugh all the time. But there was this cloud that's kind of been over my memory of him. And all I can really remember is like the rage, the times where he was angry. And I mean, he has a lot of rage in him. I don't know what it's from, but you know, this rage would come out and I got forced to concentrate on that for so long. And now the funny times are coming back again. Right? Because that's the only reason why I was with him. I mean, he was a fine piece of ass, but he made me laugh all the time. Okay. And to find somebody attractive and find them funny is like, nobody really gets that. Okay. So I forgot how much it used to make me laugh because some of it used to really offend me. And then I got like, why does it have to offend me? Why would it offend me? If it is not about me, it shouldn't offend me. So sometimes we get set on these expectations or on these things that we hear that people need to be perfect, right? Everything needs to be perfect and you need to sound perfect and tell perfect jokes and be perfect all the time and nobody can be inappropriate and nobody can be funny, right? You get set on these like gross expectations and then you start to lose your relationship with people, right? And that's when things start to get into your head. Okay, as I look at the shadow side, see what he's doing? He's kind of like grabbing his head. Okay, and then there's that demon in the back, right? And she's hiding. She's terrified. So it's like when somebody, you know, when they think about some of the things that went on in their head, right? And some of the things that they heard, like somebody was scared, right? On what this person could hear, right? Because maybe what they heard made you attack your partner all the time. Because that's the thing. Like some of us are like, you know, schizophrenic, like telepathic, and we don't know. So we hear these things and we think that it's ourselves giving us this, you know, secret information when really it's something massively fucking with you. Okay. So the tower has come down because I think what this king, like the King of Cups could have been the one that walked away, right? He's just playing a character. He came up as the King of Cups and the King of Wands, but both in reverse. Okay, as the King of Wands as a kid. So this person could have been the one that walked away. But at the same time, both of you kept somehow your walls up. Okay, so still kind of concentrating on what it was that happened. So, you know, and I think this King of Cups, you know, I think you were in the back of their mind so much that their idea of picture perfect, I don't think ever came because it wasn't you. If you weren't there, but you're the idea of their picture perfect, then you're just going to keep following them around as like some ghost. which is kind of how those twins are. They're ghosts, right? So it's like you guys are ghosts of each other's past. That's a My Chemical Romance song. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite songs ever. Not just, I don't really like My Chemical Romance. There's one album that they did that has Helene on it, and I fucking love that album. And The Ghost of You, or The Ghost of You. That's what I'm getting. Which could be why it's the star energy, because that would be you two finding each other again, but not here, somewhere else, subconsciously. And then you find your way to each other on Earth, which is maybe why it's Cancer energy. Maybe now this boat can finally leave, with the both of you on it. It's like you're both missing the boat or something. You're missing the I don't know why I'm saying boat. Oh, I guess because it was 3 of Wands. I'm like that. I guess a chariot is anything that takes you forward. It could be a horse, could be a boat, could be a car, could be your own fucking feet. You know what I mean? Could be flying around. Who knows? But it's like stagnant energy is done now. And like huge crow. There's another crow in this card. So I'm going to see what the crows say about this direction. It's like, I think you're both headed in the same direction. Okay. And scavenge. I don't know. You might all of a sudden meet this person while you're antiquing. That's what I just heard. So that's for somebody. There's luck. Okay, and then sacred space. So I feel like there's abundance coming in for people. If this makes sense to you, then it means that you're flying the same direction as somebody else, which means eventually you're going to fly right into them. Okay, when you stop for food or when you stop to, pull over and go to the antique shop. They're so close to you that they might see you. You could be 2 cars in front of them, but they can't see you because you're 2 cars in front of them until you pull off, and then they go, what the fuck? I think that's, and then they pull off. It could be something like that. Like, I mean, literally, I think you guys are so much closer to each other than what you know. Like there's 4 eggs in there, and I was just going to show the 4 eggs. It could be 4 days. Welcome if you're new. Okay, it could be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 hours. I don't know, something 4. And there's isolation. So I do believe that the 2 of you have been isolated from people for a while. Which means like you could have just been single for a while. There's territory. It's like, see how you both have your own territory. One's on one side and one's on the other, but you're right there. Like you're right fucking there beside each other. There's upheaval. So I don't know with exposed. So I don't know if you suddenly get the urge again to like pull off on the side of the road and go and do something. This person might be like right there, okay, and see you. That's all I have to say. I don't know. That kind of seems to be the end of it. That's kind of how the crows wanted to end it. Seems like, I don't know, maybe you see this person a lot and then you don't see them at all. And then you see them a lot. Oh my gosh, I forgot this. One card was laying down self-interest. Again, with one more confirmation that I'm pretty sure you both have been single for a while and just paying interest to yourself, which is why the universe can bring you together now, because you don't give a shit about anything. Now you're just like on your own rhythm. Once you get on your own rhythm, that's how you find the people that are aligned with your rhythm, with your soul. You know what I mean? We're at 2006. These readings might be broken up today. I might come off and on all day today. It's like such a nice day outside, so I can actually record today. But I have so many things to do because, again, I've been in like blackout for 3 days because I haven't wanted to turn on any lights because it's too hot. So I feel like I am going to... I was going to say peace out. Like, I feel like that's kind of the end of the reading. Like I said, I'm going to come back on and off, I think, all day. So I am starving now. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind, as I always say. And I will be back later. All right. Take care. Peace out.